다 좀 봤어 두었어.
Yeah.
예, 동보 그저 다 간서 전에 라도 문제가 되지 왔다. 그저 대마 동보도.
So this understanding happens in three phases. The first is we start to see how that tree exists on the relative level, on the conventional level.
리스와 디디네 텐주도 해지 요아래. 텐주지
Yeah.
요아래.
Yeah, yeah. And that's, an initial understanding of dependent arising because we see how its parts come together as a dependent arising. So that's the first step.
다 텔라 테네 그저 대마 텐주 텔라 테네. 대도 대마 또.
Then on the understanding, based upon the understanding of relative dependent arising, karetop, nipadi,
대도 대마.
we come to an understanding of ultimate truth.
리스와
Of ultimate truth.
리스와
Yeah.
다
The lack of inherent existence, emptiness. Then, on the basis of that understanding of ultimate truth, emptiness, we can then understand how, although things are empty, they arise dependently. And this is the understanding of subtle dependent arising. So that's the one.
Yes.
So to see how things lack inherent existence, therefore they are dependent arisings, to make that connection, this is the difficult point.
고토금문도 잘 내자기 쉬운 그래서 뭐
And remember that when Manjushri first gave this teaching to Lama Tsongkhapa, Lama Tsongkhapa was like, sorry, I don't get it, right? Like, I don't understand. Initially, he did not understand it.
다원아 때또 때 토끼가 라마 쓰요아래. 그래서 가 설라데네 라그레세 다 니가 제일 별매.
So then Lama Tsongkhapa asked Manjushri, okay, like, I don't understand this. So which Lama should I seek out for further instructions? And Manjushri answered, there's no Lama in Tibet at the moment who's going to be able to elucidate this point. And he had like sort of arranged all of his things and packed to go to India, but based upon various signs and things, it came out that maybe it wasn't so good to go.
다 자가도 가로 이단 소가쇼로 요 라마사 침보치 투네라.
Yep, yep.
자가도는 날렌다 캠보 바시 소토야 같은데 작은데 스타치 뭐 이나요 벨스 로토문도
So he came across a very great Lama as he was kind of journeying to the south of Tibet and getting ready to cross the Indian border. And this Lama told him, like, if you go to India, you'll be able to maybe meet with some of the great pundits of Nalanda who can explain this to you, but you won't be able to get back.
텔라마도 가리 침보스야 텔라테네 겐 라마선 카페 벨주 갈레자니 타마 강가로니 마스 보지 바로.
So Lama Tsongkhapa decided to stay, but then based upon his own study of the Indian, Jungnen Sotane, Tawarasan Kandes Ratsare, Dene, Madroni Dene. So he stayed in Tibet, right? He continued to study the text and he went into retreat to purify and accumulate merit. And finally, he came to an understanding.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he had studied many views and heard from many different teachers, but this idea, right, of this very subtle kind of dependent arising that is possible because of emptiness, that had not yet been clearly elucidated.